Today's adventure begins at a Super Saver Cinemas 8. Good morning, Unfazed crew. I hope you guys are doing well. You don't hear me say that very often. Good morning. I have the rare opportunity to go inside a abandoned theater today. An abandoned theater, Super Saver Cinemas, up on Bell Road, up at Bell Canyon in Phoenix. And rare opportunity. Couldn't pass it up. So Super Saver Cinemas. I actually came to this particular one time when I was probably about 10 or 11. I saw a movie called Catch That Kid. We all remember that classic, right? I don't remember much about it, but it was like kind of an offshoot ripoff of like Spy Kids. All I remember about it is them like rigging Xbox controllers to go-karts. And I think the kid who played Zero in Holes was in that. That was his next big break. And I remember seeing that here with two of my friends from elementary school. I was probably about 10 or 11. And that's the only time I remember coming to this theater, as far as I can remember. There may have been another time, but I think that was the only time. But I did have a Super Saver Cinemas close to my house growing up. It was just a few blocks away, and we went there a bunch. I remember going there with my parents, seeing lots of different movies. I remember a lot of movies in the summertime with my mom when I'd be off school. We'd go see movies. I remember seeing Hook there, the Robin Williams classic. They brought that back to the big screen, and I remember seeing that there vividly. Toy Story 2, I remember seeing there. Batman and Robin, the George Clooney, Joel Schumacher masterpiece with Arnold. I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Masterpiece. And Uma Thurman in there too, and Alicia Silverstone, cuties. But that's the first movie I remember ever seeing on the big screen was Batman and Robin. And it was at a Super Saver Cinemas. And it was magic, man. It was magic. This won't do it justice, but when I was a kid, imagine being like 4, 5, 6, 7, going and seeing movies there, like the neon, the wacky, groovy carpet, the smell of the warm popcorn, like, man, it was magic. It was truly something special. I loved it. I loved that theater. Thank you, Mom. It was just amazing. Good times going there, definitely. And just a lot of fun. And it really sparked my love of the cinema, definitely. We'll go inside and check this one out, definitely. Like I said, you kind of have to approach it kind of like going to a cemetery or a dead mall. It's kind of like you got to remember the good times, you know what I mean? Because obviously it's not going to be all lit up with neon and, you know, laughing families, and we're not going to go see Hook today. We're going to go look at what's left of Super Saver Cinemas. And I know sometimes that can be a little depressing, but try to remember it in its heyday, in its prime, you know, try to visualize how it was back in the day, and makes it a little more magical, you know. But anyway, this place is for lease right now, so if someone wants to come in and be a tenant, definitely consider it. Got a lot of room here, a lot of space. Anyway, let's go inside and check it out and see what's left of Super Saver Cinemas. Let's go. Hello, 3 tickets for Hook, please. All right, here we go. This is inside the ticketing booth. Done. 2 tickets for Titanic, please. there's any sanitizer in it still. Wow, there is. Sorry about that. All right, so these are the doors you would have come through. All locked up, obviously. Oh, wow, okay. Very cool. I bet that lit up with neon back in the day. Gotta love the roofs of these places. Oh, man. There was a Super Saver Cinemas near my house when I was a kid. It was just a few blocks away. And I remember going with my parents and just the smell of popcorn and the neon lights and these reflective mirrored ceilings. Man, it was so magical. That's probably where my love of movies came from. Definitely my love of theaters. That was like the first one. And it was just so convenient. It was so close to the house. It didn't have the exact same layout as this one, but very similar. Oh, man. Chrome. Wonder if we can find any remnants of popcorn or M&Ms. All right, I've got multiple lights going. Let me put on a third one. All right, we got a third light going now. Hopefully that'll look a little better. The movie posters would have been. Pretty big space, actually. If someone were looking to rent this space out, it's very large, very nice, very spacious. Seems to be pretty clean inside. Obviously, it would take, some TLC to get it looking new again, but honestly, not that bad. I've been in some places that are pretty rough, and this one probably wouldn't take too long to get it up and running again. All right, back in the concessions. Here we go. Still got napkins here. Look at that. You got more napkins than some fast food restaurants that are open. Oh, wow. That's where the soda came from. That's where I get all my soda. Let's see what this is here. Sweet relish, baby. All right. Where's the hot dog? Keep nacho bin closed at all times. Got the ice in here, I would assume. Or maybe this is the nacho bin. I guess that would make sense. That's the nacho bin. That's where the cups would go, I believe. Look, more napkins. Man, they were really on top of their napkins. Good job. It's like a grisly crime scene here. Just kidding. I think it's some kind of, I actually don't know what that is. Let's hope ketchup. Probably some kind of syrup or something. All right. All right. Oh, check this out. This is beautiful. What everyone should know about the movie rating system. G, general audiences. PG, parental guidance suggested. PG-13, parents strongly cautioned. R, restricted. NC-17, Toy Story 5. Oh, that's great. I love that. I wonder how old that poster is. I guess like late 90s probably, early 2000s. cool. All right, let's continue on. So it looks like, let's see. This would be like the behind the scenes area. Okay, that was entrance B right there. Here we go. Guide to coin-operated video games. Oh, that's pretty cool. Check that out. Contains scenes of violence involving cartoon-like characters in fantasy or lifelike settings, such as martial arts or sports activities. Oh, come on, I want to play Street Fighter. Contains strong four-letter expletives. Arcade game and bulk rack policy. All games in bulk rack vending are play at your own risk. They were probably set up all along here, I would imagine. Maybe a few over there as well. All right, let's go in. Oh, this is so cool. Little Women. Oh, this is so sick, guys. Maybe there were quite a few screens, actually. Maybe I'm misremembering. For some reason, I thought there were just a couple. But... all right, that's the behind the scenes. But let's check the theater first. All right. Hello. Oh, wow. Almost looks like the screen is still glowing. Hello, hello. Oh, I love this so much. Oh my God. Now, I could be wrong. My memory could be off. But this end theater right here, 90% sure this is where we saw Catch That Kid, this movie that came out circa like 2004, 2005. Maybe 2003, I don't know, I'd have to look it up. But I remember walking in and to the, oh shit, in and to the right. There we go, I almost tripped. So all the seats have been removed in here. But it is a really nice, spacious area. Honestly, they could really do something great with this. I'd love to see them just turn it into another theater. I would absolutely love that. Oh, so cool. Wow. Back up here a little bit. Oh, this is amazing, guys. All right, let's continue. Let's hope I didn't get locked in. We're good. All right, down the hall we go, guys. Oh, this is so neat. Neato. Here we go, let's continue. Oh, wow. So we had another theater here. Number 2. Very cool. As you can see, they're all very similar. I'm not going to spend too much time in them unless there's something unique in one of the theaters. This is pretty cool. Here's where they had movie posters posted. Yo! Looks like a business meeting poster. It says business meeting. Doesn't show any specific movies. Oh, here we go though. Here's a real movie poster. 1917. I want to say that came out around, shoot, 2019 I think it says. Okay. So I'm guessing this was still open in 2019. Good movie. Recommend it if you haven't seen it. Good World War I historic action drama. Cool. Coming soon. Love that. Oh, this is so cool. All right, let's continue. Oh, beautiful day. The Gentleman. Look, it's actually got movie signage up there. I saw both of these in theaters. The Gentleman and I think that was the Mr. Rogers movie. The actual like documentary, not the Tom Hanks one. That's the one I saw. The Gentleman, great movie. Guy Ritchie movie, highly recommend. Ooh, this one's a little spooky. Hello. Oh, wow. Get the green cloth. Kind of rough. Honestly, very clean in here, though. Like, compared to some places, you know? They've done a good job kind of preserving it. I just walked through a cobweb. Okay, this is very dark here. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Oh, this is the coolest. This is seriously the coolest. This is what I'm all about, guys. They're neon. I remember the neon. So yeah, definitely more than 2 screens. I think we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I'm counting correctly, I believe there's 8 screens here. I would love to see this with the lights on, man. Spies in Disguise. Spiacindi Esguis. Frozen 2. I should check the ones on this side too. Hello, hello. Oh, this is a bigger theater, it seems like. This one seems a little larger. The Cinerama. Oh, this is cool. Think of all the movies people saw here. I definitely know I came to this theater once. It was a little farther away from where I live, but I remember coming here with my friend Tyler Perkins and Berto Bredemeyer Torres. Shout out to those guys. We were probably about 10 to 12 when we came here. Nice big theater here. Cool. Well, the biggest thing here is just catching that lobby, catching this hallway down here. I love this. And these are probably the smaller little theaters on the end, I would imagine. And here's an exit. Another exit. Probably leads up to offices. We can check that in a minute. Let's check these end ones. The theater that did say A Beautiful Day, I gotta check that one still. Wow, okay. This is the Blue Theater. Check this one. I forget, they're blurring together. There's a ton of space in here, though. If anyone was thinking of renting this place, man, become a tenant. You'll have tons of room. Oh, I love this. Okay. All right. Go upstairs. Hello, hello. Here's the cages where they would keep the customers who would misbehave or talk during movies. All right, this is one of the projection room. Hello, hello. Oh, this is so cool. The projection room. Here we are. Fun fact, my grandpa was a projectionist in the 1940s and 50s when he was really young. Back when they had people actually manning the projection booths. This is one of the coolest videos I think I've done yet, guys. I'm not gonna lie. At least for me. This is right up my alley. Big space, man. All the circuit breakers and voltage distribution systems here. You can see into the lobby. Wow. Very cool. For support, call Aaron. Crispin Glover. Coming in May to Chandler Cinemas. You've seen him in Back to the Future, McFly, Charlie's Angels, Creepy Thin Man, and the title character in Willard. Sorry, let me zoom out. Here we go. Crispin Glover. Crispin Glover screens his self-produced film, What Is It? And gives a dramatic narration and Q&A. That is pretty cool. That is really cool. Go. Be cool to find a movie ticket stub or something in here. That looks like a big glass frame. Hello, hello. That's interesting. Oh, what was in here? Break room, maybe? Office. There's one office. Offices, hello. Looks like there's more gooey stains here. Not sure what that is. Let's hope just syrup for ices. Make our way back down here. Right. So here's where they had a lot of soda plugged in. Ooh. Piece of plastic. Ooh, piece of candy. There's the back of the kitchen area. Storage closet. And back in the beautiful lobby. Here we are. All right, we should definitely check the restrooms before we go. Ladies, come in. Hello, hello. Looked like there was some foil in there, so we'll be careful. Let's go down here and let's check that last theater that I missed. I don't think we checked Beautiful Day. Nice red theater. I think Beautiful Day was the one that we missed. Lovely. Love it. Man, I wish all the neon was turned on. Just mercy. I wonder what they had in here, little cards. How are we doing? You're doing just fine. men's restroom. Do we dare? And take a peek inside. There's a men's restroom. Very cool. All right, guys, now I'm going to take some pictures and then we'll finish up outside. Pretty sure we checked this door at the end. Let me just make sure. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, just a little area probably for janitorial stuff. All right, number 8. No cellular phones. No cellular phones. No smoking. Little Women. That's where the Little Women live. All right, beautiful Super Saver cinema. Much bigger than I expected, man. Much bigger than I remembered. All right, guys, that concludes my look inside of Super Saver Cinemas up at Bell Canyon in Phoenix, Arizona. Really cool opportunity. Amazing to check this place out. I know these places are disappearing fast around the valley, so it's cool to come inside and document it. And also, I'd like to say today's video is dedicated to Adam the Woo, who unfortunately passed away just recently. And Adam was definitely a big inspiration for this channel. When I started getting into this channel a bit more seriously, I'd always say, man, Adam the Woo does it consistently. I got to be consistent. You know, he was definitely a motivation, and he will be missed. Absolutely. He seemed like a really good guy. And I watched a lot of his stuff over the years, and I never got to meet him personally. I would have loved to have crossed paths with him, but never got to meet Adam. But I do know casually some of his friends, and they all spoke very, very highly of him. And I've interviewed people that have known him, and seemed like a really genuine dude. So he will be missed. And he just really was just so determined and so consistent and so dedicated to his craft. And he always seemed like he was having a good time, most of the time. So Adam will be missed. Adam, this video is dedicated to you. Wherever you are, the great gig in the sky, whatever you're doing, man. This video is dedicated to him, and I think he probably would have enjoyed it. He probably would have enjoyed doing something like this. I know he would have enjoyed this, 100%. Anyway, so dedicated to Adam the Woo, RIP, legend. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Like, subscribe, and most importantly, remain unfazed. And appreciate your cinemas while you got them. Your Super Saver cinemas. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. The vlog is over. All right, and this was the original Super Saver cinema that I went to as a kid. And I would say probably around early 2000s. It changed from a theater to a Maya High School. I think it might have been something else in between, but yeah, now it's Maya High School. And yeah, the only remnant of when it was a theater is that up there. That glass shape up top used to have a bunch of neon lights inside of it. If you guys hear explosions off in the distance, that's just the west side. Lots of fireworks going off. It's Christmas Eve as of the recording of this right now. So idiots on the west side love to shoot off fireworks on any occasion. Christmas Eve is no exception. So yeah, you might see and hear some fireworks. But yeah, Maya High School used to be my go-to theater, the Super Savers Cinema, when I was a kid. Great place back in the day. Actually, this whole strip mall, I'll show you, was really great back in the day. Now it's pretty crappy, but I'll still show you. It's probably a good time to be here now because it's kind of rainy and it's Christmas Eve. Not as many weirdos and crackhead pirates rolling around right now. But usually during the day, there's a lot of strange, eccentric characters, a lot of homeless people around here, definitely. But yeah, let's take a little walk and see what's left. Now, when I was a kid, this used to be Popular, which was a sporting goods camping store. I don't know if any of you guys remember Popular. But yeah, Popular was here. I remember being a little guy and playing in the tents that they had here, and they had a bunch of good camping stuff. It was a cool store. My dad really liked it. It was fun to go into. Man, I haven't walked through here in so many years. Let's play gunshot or firework. What was that? Hopefully firework. All right, and then one of these, I believe down here used to be a pet shop. And I remember getting little Siamese fighting fish and goldfish and stuff from the pet store down here. I think it was a little further down, I think. Man, most of these are abandoned. Man, it has been such a long time since I've walked through here. Actually, you know what I think this used to be right here? I can't remember exactly which one it was, but I think this one right here used to be Itza Pizza. Let me know if you guys remember Itza Pizza. Sorry, the street's super loud over here, but Itza Pizza was this all-you-can-eat pizza place, like an all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. It was kind of like a, I don't know, like a Peter Piper pizza sort of, you know, kind of that vibe. They had arcade games and pizza and all that good stuff. There's a crackhead freak over there. Yeah, definitely don't want to hang out here too long. There's a lot of sketchy characters hanging out in the shadows, but yeah, for nostalgia's sake, I wanted to check it out. This one may have been the pet shop right here. This could have been the pet shop, one of these. I seem to remember it being towards the middle. Man, I would say it's been like 18 to 20 years since I've walked through here. Maybe longer. It's been a long time. No reason to really come over here. Unless you want to come to the Nothing Store. We love the Nothing Store. Always a classic. There's a helicopter. As you can see, lots of transient folks walking through here. A lot of explosions. The west side is basically like Afghanistan in wartime. Or Vietnam. It's like Vietnam during wartime. That's what the west side is. But man, most of these are closed. There was like, I think a pediatrician's office here, and like, that's it. These are all empty. Like I said, not a lot of reason to come over here. I think the only reason anyone would come to this area at all would be probably to go to that Starbucks or to Food City. That's it. Or if someone attends my high school. But aside from that, not a whole lot of reasons to come to this strip mall. When I was a kid, I think this used to be called Smith's. Pretty sure, Smith's. Correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you guys lived over here. Yeah, this is over at 35th Avenue in Glendale in Phoenix. Take a little look inside Food City. I think I went in this grocery store like once, many, many years ago. And we'll go up to the end here. And I'll show you where Blockbuster used to be. Now, I was always more of a Hollywood Video guy, but we definitely went to Blockbuster as well. We went to both, but I always preferred Hollywood Video personally. Went there a little bit more. But definitely sometimes we would go to Blockbuster. And the closest Blockbuster when I was a kid was this one. And it was obviously much bigger when it was a Blockbuster. Now it's a Title Max Loans. Depressing. As you can see, lots of characters hanging out over here. But yeah, it used to be basically these three businesses down here were all connected. They were all connected, and this was Blockbuster. I'm not going to go down there because there's a bunch of weirdos hanging out down there. But I did want to show this because this used to be Blockbuster. Good times. Man, I wish I had a time machine and we could go back to the year 2000 and go rent some movies. That'd be awesome. Anyway, just thought I would show this. I don't know where this would really tie into another video. The Super Saver Cinema, it just seemed appropriate to show this, you know?